Good morning, fam. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Friday. Thought I'd come for a strut in the forest before I head into town to do my first GreelTalk show tonight at the Republic Bar. 7 p.m. it's going to be. I'll probably release this after the gig, so I don't know why I'm promoting it, but I'm very excited and I'm very grateful. Very, very grateful to be exactly where I am in this moment in time. And yeah, I'm just learning discernment. That's what I think I've got to do. Just in regards to how I share and what I share, I've been so comfortably putting myself out there that it's very confronting for a lot of people. And yeah, I have to practice discernment in regards to who I share my experience with. It's a journey. If you really want to go into this shit and actually deep dive, find out who you are, it's a journey. There's no destination. It really it just keeps expanding. And the more I continue to focus on understanding not only myself, for the world around me, for the people I love, yeah, I really actually feel centered. And a couple things have kind of really just opened me up. The last few weeks were definitely pretty rough in the regards to a few things that I was processing, and also just, the daily experience that I have, because I hyper focus. That's what I do. I'm a very hyper focused person, and I've always done it. And I had a good chat this morning with an old friend of mine, Rich OD. And he was the guy that taught me how to freestyle. He was like the first guy that I beatboxed for while he rapped, Him and I, our journeys came together at a pivotal time in our teenage years. And in many ways, like, we've been really close, but we've been really distant for years, and then we get really close again and really distant. But yeah, I was very blessed to have a chat with him. And him and I are both very similar in the way that we hyper focus and we emotionally attach to things, including our experiences. And it clicked like a light bulb in my head, and I was like, oh, that's it. I am very hyper focused. I'm hyper focused on people. I'm hyper focused on humanity. I'm hyper focused on energy. You all right, brother? Yeah, going well. Good morning. Have a good day. And I realized, quite a lot of my life, I was definitely like a toxic empath. And I'd be so overwhelmed with empathy, and I attached to the things that I empathize with, and to a point where it becomes toxic. And that really, really, like, clicked something as well. I hyper focus on being empathetic, and to the point where it becomes toxic. And yeah, bang, there we go. What a revelation. And I only really realized that this morning. That, I hyper focus with empathy on the world around me, and to the point where it becomes toxic. And so I'm going to hyper focus on myself. And, some people might say that as narcissism, but I know who I am. I know my intentions, and I understand other people's intentions too. And I understand the fear. And I've got nothing but love. There's a lot of fear in this world. And rightfully so. It's confronting. Outside of your four walls is very confronting. But fuck, we are so blessed to be where we are. You know. When I caught up with Manners, he told me about there's kids in Palestine that are having heart attacks at the age of 5 because their body has been in fight and flight for so long. That is dark. It's as dark as it gets. But once again, you know, I haven't got time to pay attention to that, and you know. And you know, I'm aware. I'm hyper focused on the world. I'm hyper focused on humanity. This is why I've collected so much information about humans and the world around me, is because I'm very hyper focused on it. And yeah, to the point where it's been detrimental to myself. People misunderstand my intentions, and then people move away. And I guess in the way that I was being a toxic empath, it pushes people away. And I understand that now. So I'm going to keep being me, keep leading with love, understanding and forgiveness. But yeah, I'm going to choose to be hyper focused on myself, hyper focused on this journey that I'm on, and hyper focused on getting my dad back to Australia from America at the end of this year. That's my mission. It's going to be a journey, you know. It's about a 30-year mission to get my dad living back in Tassie. And, you know, America is a hectic place. And with what's going on at the moment with Texas and the Biden administration, and it's chaos. It is really chaos in America. It's chaos in a lot of parts of the world right now. So for me, giving myself a goal of stability and something to work towards is this journey building up to the end of this year to reunite with my father and yeah, see where life goes from there. That's my intention, and it's my responsibility that I'm working towards. But yeah, much love, fam. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. Hey. Here we are at the Republic. Getting ready. I'm a bit nervous. It's going to be interesting. I haven't done this full show in Tassie before. And a lot of my jokes are about being from Tassie, so I think my crowd can have a good laugh at themselves. I think it's very important in Australia that people learn to laugh at themselves. It's very interesting when you talk about certain things in Australia, because it brings something up. Brings something up from the depths. Yeah, good old Republic bar. I can't believe it's owned by the pub back now. It's been many nights in this pub, and I'm grateful to be here at this stage of my life, doing this GreelTalk and doing this hour of comedy. I think it's going to be good. Check out my stage. Oh, look at this. This is the beginning, fam. By the time I lurk around this country, I definitely am going to need a bigger stage. Look at it. Just some pallet wraps. We might even move the chairs up, get some more. I'm excited. Haven't sold too many tickets online, but it's to be expected. It's something different, and yeah, I'm very excited. Filmed another video clip today with Lockie Hamill for another song off my old album, Wisdom. Sore Shoulders. Yeah, I figure I'm gonna get busy before I leave and get some shit done. So keep an eye out. Gonna have a bunch of videos dropping on my Greeley THC channel, as well as I'm gonna keep the GreelTalk pumping. The old room for a pony. The old room for a pony. It's never really seemed like an inviting place to me. Sure it is for a lot of people, but yeah, game on fam, let's go. Let's Oge. I'm excited. Hey, how you going fam? Hope you're doing well. Just getting ready to head off to Melbourne. What a journey. The last few days have been pretty crazy for me. I did my GreelTalk show Friday night in Hobart, which went really well. I want to say a special thank you to Sally McShane and Steve McNeese, two of my good friends through the comedy scene. They came and opened up. And what was really special for me with that show on Friday is that my mum came, you know, and yeah, my mum and I have lived very different lives, but I think it was really good for both of us, for her to see me in my element, speaking my stories and telling my truth, you know. And it really made me realize, you know, how easy it is to allow pain and distance in with family when we don't understand each other. I think it's a very common thing as families, just in general, that sometimes we are all different. And when you come from the same family, we all grow different ways. We all have slightly different personalities, but we're all one. We come from the same place, you know what I mean? And it's so important to understand each other. And so, yeah, I was so stoked that my mum came. And for me and my mum, we've, lived very different lives. But I really understand her, and I think she really understands me. Especially the more I kind of do this this healing journey, and as well as my spiritual awakening that's kind of been happening, because it's been so full on. The last year especially has been such a journey of finding myself and really digging through all my personal trauma to not carry it anymore. Because when we carry our trauma, it manifests in physical illness, manifests in weight gain, it manifests, like for me, my emotional trauma gives me psoriasis. And it has throughout my life. When I look back on certain points in my life that were very turbulent and very traumatic, I developed heaps of psoriasis. And yeah, at the start of last year, I was like, had it really bad. And now it's completely gone. It's crazy. Because as well, you know, through what I've been doing, a lot of people don't understand it. And I think I'm very misunderstood. I feel like I've always been misunderstood. And I've always been on a journey to figure out how to explain myself in this system that, once again, the health system is only rapidly evolving now to understand humans in the ways that we are different. I had a really good catch up with my friend Ella Chia up in Launceston as well. And she told me her journey in regards to finding her mental health. And it was really special because for years, the doctors misunderstood her, they misdiagnosed her, and they gave her the wrong medication. And yeah, she recently got, well, in the last few years, got diagnosed with autism and ADHD. And she's got a new track coming out soon about it, which is really dope. She showed me that. But having this yarn with her, like, really, it really gave me some tools to understand myself and realize why I've been misunderstood for a long time. And yeah, so that was the Launceston show. The Launceston show went really well. A distant cousin was randomly in the crowd. So like, as I was talking about, you know, history and genealogy and all this sort of stuff that I talk about in my show, I came across another distant cousin. And I've come across a few on my journey over the last year, which has been very interesting in regards to kind of, you know, learning about my ancestors, as well as just honoring everything spiritually. On my path and my journey, I keep coming across people that I'm connected to through DNA. So it's pretty crazy, you know. This is the stuff that we're all blind to in this system. And I feel once again that this system and the labels and the way that stuff is used, the language that's used around systemizing humans, you know, turning humans into numbers of the system, we lose that deep connection. But the more that we honor that connection, it will bring everything back to us for healing. And I think this is important. I really think it's important. Yeah. And it's crazy because, like, I really feel better than I've ever felt in my life through expressing myself for my true self. I really feel that I misunderstood myself for a long time. It's a big part of my journey through making music and expressing myself and trying to fit into the world. It's crazy. It's really good that I feel right now like I do understand myself with whatever label the society wants to use with it. And this is the thing, we come up with labels to understand what we don't, you know. And that's what's happening with the word autism. Over the last however long, the word and what it's describing is rapidly changing, as well as humans are rapidly evolving. Not only, well, I think we're rapidly evolving in our minds more than ever when it comes to this part in history. And no doubt technology's got a massive aspect, or got a massive, you know, part of what's happening, because once again, we are, there's more information out there than ever to support and understand yourself. You know, there's psychologists, there's people from all different life experiences, all sorts of different backgrounds, all sharing their stories. And the more that we can learn from others and how they've navigated their journeys to get themselves back to a good place in life, the more that we can learn ourselves. And yeah, I've always been a very empathetic person, you know, and I put myself out there, and I have to express myself on a larger level in the environment I'm in, because really when it comes to the colony and the colonization of this country and everything about it, it makes us sick. It makes us have to feel that we validate ourselves with stuff that isn't good for us, you know. I've met many millionaires on my travels. I know people from all different walks of life. And if I've learned anything in my journey, money doesn't make you happy, you know. Billionaires still get divorced because it's about the love. It's not about the money. Yeah, and that's the thing. We're in this system where we chase a carrot, you know, dangled by the tax man, shout out Billy Bunks, and until we're lost and we lose that humanity, we lose that connection. On the way back down from Launceston, I sat next to a fella on the bus. His name is Lucas Schuyler Walker, and meeting this fella was really divine. It was like, it was God's timing, the only way I can put it, you know. And Lucas, he's only 21, but he come from a different background too. You know, him and I had lived different lives, but the alignment in our experiences and understanding, and here's a man of God too. It was unbelievable. The whole bus trip from Launceston back to Hobart, it was unbelievable. It was all meant to be. And yeah, when we got back to Hobart, I was walking through the street and I saw this fella, Brandon. And Brandon is such a little sweet guy, and I've seen him a few times around. He's always walking around in a Cheech and Chong hat with a big smile on his face. And he came up to me and he went, "Hey, Greeley, want to come have a session in the bush?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm all good, bro." But then I thought about it. I was like, "No, bless this little fella. You know, I could tell he doesn't have much in this world, but he was willing to share it with me. And so I was like, all right, Brandon, I'll come have a session in the bush with you. So we went and chilled for a bit, and we were talking, and he was a really, really nice guy. And yeah, we smoked a little bit of weed. Then we went and jumped on the bus. You know, I was going down to see my family, and he was going down to see his family, and coincidentally, he was in the same place. And as I was on the bus sitting next to Brandon, I looked at everyone else on the bus, and everyone had their nice clothes on. They were staring at their phones, completely disconnected from the people around them. And I looked at them, and I looked at Brandon, and I looked at them, and I looked at Brandon. And I say, hey, Brandon, can I ask you a question? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you want any medication, bro? And he's like, yeah, man. And I was like, you know, what medication? He's like, oh, olanzapine, which is an antipsychotic. And yeah, it clicked all of a sudden. You know, I've been walking around in parks with my shoes off. I'm just nice to everyone. You know, I've never fitted into working a normal job. I've always struggled with fitting into living in the grid, you know what I mean? You know, the fact that we have to walk the same roads as cement, the fact that we're stuck in one place. I just see the institutionalization of suburbia, of the city, you know what I mean? It's an institution. It's the same as prison. You get institutionalized. And I just see this all for what it is now. It just blew me out. And as I'm sitting there realizing this, and I'm looking at everyone, and I'm looking at Brandon, and Brandon didn't say much, but in that one moment, he taught me so much. He was like Yoda, the absolute legend. He very little words, but then I realized that in society's eyes, I am having a psychotic breakdown. You know what I mean? I'm doing all the things. Like if I went to a doctor and said, yeah, I like walking around without my shoes off. You know, I love the feeling of grass on my feet, and I love charging up my spirit and the energy on the country and on the ground. You know, if I told the doctor the spiritual experience that I've had in the last year, what I saw up on Larrakia country, you know, the way I found God, all these sorts of things. If I had explained all this to a doctor, they would tell me I'm having a psychotic breakdown. And this is the thing, in my defense, I feel better than I've ever been. I'm not being violent. I'm expressing myself authentically. I'm not taking drugs anymore. You know, I smoke a tiny bit of weed here and there, but that's about it. You know, and I'm physically fitter than I've ever been in my life. And once again, I haven't been to a gym. I went to a gym for about a month last year, but other than that, no. I spend most of my time, wherever I can, bare feet on the ground, expressing myself and charging my spirit. You know, and when I talk about this and I break this stuff down and I allow it out of my mind, and I'm unwinding the way that I interpret the world, the weight falls off me. I'm getting stronger. I can feel my muscles vibrating. I'm so worked up and pumped on life more than ever. But I'm pumped off the real life. I'm not pumped off the system. Money doesn't make me pumped. You know, I've really, my whole life, just done what I could to get by in regards to having money. Because for me, money was never a representation of happiness in this world. Hey, I'm here at the airport, down at Hobart Airport, with my sister Clara. Hey, whoa, whoa. We're on our way to Melbourne. I'm gonna head to Shot Kickers tonight. I wonder if the Hobart Airport still smells like piss.
Piss?
Yeah, trust me, wait till we get in there. Like this place, they've updated it so much, but one thing they can't figure out is how to make not the inside of Hobart Airport smell like piss. It hasn't changed, see? See, I was just talking about it, the guy in front of me knows. What's that?
The second I got off the plane and got in the terminal, I'm like, that's a pungent bloody smell.
Yeah.
When we get off.
That's why Hobart's so memorable.
Yeah. I've heard a few different stories. I've heard as well that it's got something to do with like a curse put on it as well.
A curse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Yeah. I would too.
Like if you came here and fucking would be Aboriginal.
Yeah, of course.
So there's a bad
Yeah, the mob definitely would have put a curse on it. You want to come to this island, you at least got to smell the piss.
Have you been down to Port Arthur?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got ancestors that were in there.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Port Arthur's in my bloodline.
Alright. So you know all that then?
Yep. Smell it?
Not really.
You can't? I can. It's just that like slight hint of urinal. Have a good flight, guys. Yeah, let's go. Hey. So I missed my flight. Everything happens for a reason on the Lurk. It's a weird one. As I was standing in the airport, I met a fella named Michael, and he was a musician that was on a bit of a healing journey. And we started talking, and I started just sharing with him, and as soon as I did, he was getting goosebumps and I was getting goosebumps, and he was like, wow, you know, it was a profound meeting. And this is what, it's just so important to be open, because we are all one. And so many of us, especially most of the world, that is, we're just ignoring the world around us. We're ignoring the people around us. We just stand in a line, in the queue, not talking to anyone. We're all going somewhere. We're all on a journey. I feel so grateful for not feeling guilty for being open. You know, like, it's a hard thing when you're carrying that pain and that trauma. You end up just feeling guilty for carrying it. And the more I'm open and I just allow myself to express freely in the world that I'm around, even when I'm missing a plane, you know, and I'm completely not pissed off at all that I missed the plane. It's all good. I'm actually walking back to the fucking pine forest. I'm gonna find Fort Pine. But yeah, it's all meant to be. And this is the thing. I think so many of us, we get into situations when we're wearing that mask, and then we wonder why it's not working out. Because, yeah, it's so interesting. So, especially for what we think we need in our life. We get so caught up at wearing the mask and looking for the things that we think we need, rather than taking the mask off and allowing it to just be. And I think when you come out of a traumatic situation where you've had your mask on, a big part of the process of healing is taking it off and just being your authentic self. You really have to just be your authentic self and not feel guilty for it, even if the world's confronted by it. You know? Obviously in a good way. Because I wasn't being my authentic self in the past, it'd come out in negativity, you know? It'd come out in anger, it'd come out in violence, it'd come out in substance abuse, all that sort of shit. It's all a blessing. This is how we got to count the blessings. Just find it in every moment. Even when there's something negative, there's a positive in there. I don't care that I missed the flight. I'm glad I got to have a chat to Michael, because yeah, I think he really needed it. And I'm grateful to God to put me in this place every time, because every time something happens, I think there's a negative, I can see the positive through it, you know. Now I'm strutting down the side of a main road talking. I'll upload this vlog as soon as I get back. Yeah, I'll get back. But it's all meant to be. I'm grateful I get to see a couple of my friends before I leave as well. So if I didn't miss my plane, I wouldn't have been able to give my friends a hug. So there's a blessing. It's all about finding the blessings. One of my good mates, Egg, he's always gone G's up. And lately him and I have started going Jesus up. That's where it's at. Find the blessing in every moment. Understand the perspective of the world, and when you realise that everything's meant to be, once again for me this comes from many a times of feeling fucked over, but it's all meant to be for some reason. You might not know it right now, but it'll pop up. You'll see the reason and you go, oh shit. I think people don't really understand the language that we're using anymore. We have to understand the words that are coming out of our mouth, the meanings underneath them, and explain how where they come from and our emotions, you know. I hate the word dumb, because dumb is a dumb word. Walking back into the forest. This pine forest has been so special for me. I think over the last couple months while doing this vlog, it's full of butterflies, endless butterflies. And the big thing of understanding the butterfly effect of the world, understanding the butterfly effect of your life. You know, they say everything happens for a reason. So this is where we have to look at the butterfly effect of what's happening around us. The big dragonfly. You know. We can learn so many lessons from the world around us if we pay attention. There's a story in everything. You know, in every step that we take, there's a story in understanding what's around us, whether it's the trees, the dirt, the animals. You can really learn lessons from it all. What a journey. This is where this vlog's going to get really interesting. Because I'm going to go hard with it. I know I've been a bit slack and I've just been processing a lot before I leave Tassie, you know. It's actually February 27th. And this same day was, 4 years ago, was the day that, yeah, I flew out of Tassie after I got out of prison. So for me, and seeing that synchronicity, that it's 4 years to the day since I left, after I broke out of prison, for me, where I'm at now, it's kind of like, you know, this is like another step of the healing journey. It's all going to lead towards, you know, reuniting my family. And just following the synchronicities, following the signs that I get. Because if you focus on, it's all about your intention. If you put your good intention out there and you keep projecting it, anything can come back to what it was. You can get healing. You can reunite people. You can do whatever you want. It's all about your intention and patience. Hard work with that intention, but you have to be patient. You can't expect it. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And sometimes when there's been a lot of trauma, you can't ever just be like, oh, I'm healed now. Time to move on. It's about the process. The process of the pain, process of the journey, process of the experience. This is what we have to do to accept ourselves. It's all very special and meant to be, I think. We filmed a video clip for Manners here the other day. I love this spot of the forest. It's just this big hallway in between the trees. Look at it. Back in the forest. The forest was calling me back before I left. Yeah, it's been very healing out here. Very peaceful. You know, out in this community where I've been living for the last 4 months, I can tell a lot of people use this forest to wind down, to walk their dogs. It's crazy what will happen when you just follow your intuition, you know. That's it, I came out here starting to film the vlogs and just followed my intuition and express myself. It led me to Fort Pine, you know. I told you everything happens for a reason. We're going down to the Lauderdale Foreshore pub to catch up with Uncle Wayne. He's my mate that I met him in Kalkarinji, the Freedom Day Festival, and then I spent a lot of time with him up in Darwin last year. And I'm here with my 2 5/8s, Hank and Egg.
Is that our height or?
Yeah, that is. Well, you're a bit taller than Hank, mate, so you both can't be 5'8".
I'm like extra 5'9".
Extra 5'9". Let's hope.
No, it's a bus stop.
Is it the altitude?
Oh, it was like the foreshore and then downstairs is the foreshore.
Where am I going then, Joe?
Wherever. Whatever you like, mate.
Water view.
The water view. Such a crazy spot here, eh? Stussy tribe.
You're okay in the emergency exit.
Sure am.
All good to go.
Thank you. Yeah, babe. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah. Yeah. Oh, emergency exit. Let's go. Let's go. I'm a Melbourne.
Or a blue check, I don't care, baby, tell me what you're
Go
doing. Work it up and down, that's what I'm doing now. I'll be tending to my garden now, see the crowd. If you got seems though, well, so do I, bro. Let's exchange something harder than explosive growth. Pictures come and they go like a king tone. By the way, that word gender neutral. When they two-face, Professor Greelz. I said, baby, he's a tool you can go through. I don't wanna hang on your arm like a lame hoe. Never have you in mind when I upload. Cause my inbox full is gonna explode. Check your homies that don't care about the paper. Think you need to call a medic. Yeah, too much honey diabetic. I'll be dressing like a dentist. Word bro, ha ha. Playing tennis back and forth, this is my call. I got games so I play like Serena.
Hey.
Yeah, really pick it up. Playing little games and I'll really make it hard. You know that machine with the toys and the claw. So put your coin in, hit you with a kill shot. I'm a chippy on top, chippy on top. Only one chicken you're gonna be a chippy on top. Chippy on top, I'm a chippy on top. Only one chicken you're gonna be a chippy on top.
Hey.
Chippy on top, I'm a chippy on top. Only one chicken you're gonna be a chippy on top. Chippy on top, I'm a chippy on top. Only one chicken you're gonna be a chippy on top. Listen to it, boys, how did that go?
Bitty shaking that ass in my face. Yeah. Still no love, they don't recognize great. No flowers while we're here, just put him in my grave. I'm way too busy to catch his fate. Catch these dollars, I got bills to pay. Demons to slay, Tangino, Kamadu. Rolling up $10 notes in the bathroom. Run my mouth like I just started teething. Eat her ass like we have the Four Seasons. Smoke this grass just as much as I'm breathing. Kill this game, bank cash, then leaving. I'm tired of all this buffoonery. Fake motherfuckers act like fancy charcuterie. Ice road truckers up the cold and you drink for free. Fuck it, how'd you handle, but can you pack the bomb for me? I can sip on the come on, fitness, think of an any rich See the kicker is I'm a levitate you. Spit as a rip at a part of vision, a visual. I'm a king of religion is all dedicated to. Up in the levels, I'm chopping up with the devil. Up in the rock as a settle when I'm a dead of religion. And in the heavens, a blessing of over 7 dimensions. And a crowd for each dear boys, a lesson, that's facts. Facts! I'm actually salty, not in your top, but you can afford me. Slaps! Slaps! Go to some cold air, time is not frozen, no, nothing can hold me. Hold my beer. Start a revolution that'll bring him all the tears. Give it to the king and not a penny, give him a sitting pretty with my itty bitty mind. I'm fearless, I'm invincible. You survive through the pain, I'm doing numbers. Tell them boys I'm crazy, I bring this spice like a stomach. Yeah, had some cold summers and I said I said I hunger. Had to roll the dice, had like the feeling and comfort. Yeah, I never really speak about my life, I've been a struggle. I thought fuck it, I get straight into the hustle. Y'all started selling weed, started making me some money. Really show the difference between me and everybody. Yeah, I never been a waiter, hardly depend on people. Think it's something great and never take away my freedom. I ain't never dissing no one, I ain't fuck with many people. My name be in your mouth, then it must be before I raise it. Yeah, I got shit on my mind, I feel the burning, bitch. I got demons, they still tell me I'm a burden, bitch. Shout out Cappy, shout out Rico, that's my brother's bitch. Shout out Savvy, getting wavy, feel the turbulence. Now watch me drip down low, I can smoke a whole pound, bro, yeah, I can get an Airbnb, fill up with homies and let go and tell the mothers that we people for dollars ain't never seen. I remember on the train, stuff in my jeans, I ain't never been the same. All day I dream, I ain't never playing games. Or so it seems, always puffing on the green, along my own and certain things. Yeah, I always wanna be alone, which I'm a king. Always gotta feel hope, and that bitch still knocking bitches back like dominoes. Don't need that shit, I got myself a queen, you know. Now we legit, yeah, I know I got some dirt up on my name, I need a fix. I ain't really give a fuck, I just deal with my karma, bitch. Maybe I'm bad, maybe that's just what my father did. We don't do no talking, feelings good at bodily. He dirty, he be hoping, throw my hands not on the low. You be fucking up the town, come on, pull up to the show. Let me show you, sitting low and listen. Speak like a stone Christian, push my control wisdom. Off of the top of written, I light up the spot spitting. If you ain't fucking heard of me, better just stop, listen, yeah. You ain't fucking heard of me, I murder freaks. I kill them lyrically and verbally. I murder the beat and all my life been burning like I'm 3rd degree, yeah. And I'm killing like it's perjury. Feelings unconcerned with me, I want the crown but first the king. Yeah, but I ain't fucking with the dirty shit. All the peeps are worried about is what you're working with, absurd as shit. Niggas weak, these straps are not discerning them. Heard you speak of vermin since been caught up in some turbulence. I took the scene by surprise, I ain't been hurting since. Motherfucker, it's our turn. Show some love, show some love, show some love, that's what we need, what we need. Yes, indeed, that's what we need. A bit of love in a bag of weed. Yes, hey. Just a sparrow face seen in the smoke as the fire stirs. Rhinestone cowboy has the pace of a firebird. The mind burns and bubbles in the cauldrons. On high alert when we dealing with the vultures. They call us soldiers. This man's is hopeless. So what we have to do, we do it for the culture. The bench is open, I'll be in the culprit. And whiskey smoke round the field, still as sculptures, but still indulgence. This here's your life work. I should have told you from the get-go, this ain't hard work. And we ain't sticky green get-go when the high's worse. Hey yo, pipe down, this ain't the pipeline, the fucking slide. Now it's no sign champion, cool cans on the man. Pull the 50 on my hand, lick some papers, roll the man. Run the gun, bend around, breaking red. Man, it's a move out, I hear the billion come. Trip the hit to set you up, shining in the top, you know. Hope your line is popping up. All of my people in some kickers, can you come and show some love, show some love, show some love. That's what we need, yes indeed, that's what we need. Bring the love in the bag of weed, it's up, yeah. It's the 58D5. Show some love, show some love, show some love. That's what we need, yes indeed, that's what we need. Bring the love in the bag of weed, yeah, sure.
And truly, living the destiny to be the ultimate. Put me the legend if you wanna. Deliver, recreate the urban legend from the fires. To start the conversation, spread your good news so the world commemorates the arrival of the superior to be the ultimate. How's that? That was good?
That was very good. Yeah. Let's go.
Dope. Let's go.
Made it to Melbourne. I made it. Let's go. It's been a crazy journey. That last weekend before I headed off, doing the GreelTalk show on Friday, the GreelTalk show in Launceston on Saturday, and then catching up with my fam before I headed over here to kind of start this new step of the journey. Yeah, I know I haven't been documenting all the aspects. I didn't put any live footage in there, but really at the moment I'm still figuring that side of it out. I want to get it sharp and tight. I'm going to do lots of stand-up comedy here in Melbourne, but tonight I'm going to be hosting the Shine and Armour show. We've got Clara Avizzi, we've got Plyer, we've got Jay Alexa and Where is Leroy, we got Hyena Mufasa. It's going to be fucking sick. We got DJ Mishap. I caught up with her yesterday and we rehearsed a really good little set for the night, so we're going to smash it. Can't wait. It's going to be very good. But yeah, fam, once I get settled here, I'm going to get back into smashing these vlogs. Fill you in on some of my journey, because it is rapidly expanding at every point, the more that I let my mind expand as well as in here. It's been overwhelming at times, so, you know, there's definitely ways that I have to find a balance of just like getting my shit sorted and focusing on life, and the other side of where I let my brain unwind and interpret the world around me. So big love, fam. I hope to see you tonight at Shot Kickers in Thornbury. The show starts at 8. It's nearly sold out. I think there might be a couple tickets left. Make sure you come out and I'll see you there. Much love.